What is up, Remodelites? Dave with Remodel Media, and in this episode of Quick Tip Tuesday, I'm going to be answering two quick questions and helping one of you Remodelites get some justice on a defective kitchen sink. Let's fast forward through the intro. Welcome back, Remodelites. As you know, for the last 14 years, I've helped people put together kitchens, baths, outdoor kitchens, and various other home renovation projects. And I want to dive into some of the comments you have been leaving on some of the episodes so far. So the first question comes from Plain Premium Hands. About a month ago, he or she posted a question on this video, how to pick a kitchen sink, and their question was, should I have my sink purchased before the countertop installers come to take measurements? Now, it's not incredibly important for you to have the countertop installers have that sink when they're measuring. Templating is what that process is called, measuring your cabinets for the countertops. However, the very next step in that process is going to be putting this sink in their hands so they can cut the hole. And I always recommend putting the sink in their hands rather than going off of a paper template or a spec sheet. It just makes for a cleaner installation, I think. So the short answer is not necessary, but it's a really good idea. In a previous video, I mentioned some of my quick tips for planning out your remodel, and this definitely falls under the category of, plan ahead. Have your stuff picked out ahead of time. That way, you're not left with any surprises, and everything's going to go smooth. The next comment comes from Troy on this video right here, from my Bathroom Basics series, How to Pick the Best Toto Toilet in 2019, where I broke down a lot of the different flushing technologies that Toto has as of 2019. And Troy's question is, I understand that flush strength and low water usage are important, but I never hear anyone discuss toilet refill time. Can you shed some light on that? Absolutely, Troy. That is a great question. I love these questions. To be honest, in 14 years, nobody's ever asked me how fast is this toilet refill. So I started thinking about it. And I realized that is kind of a problem, or it could be a problem if it refilled slowly, if you got a toilet that you had to flush multiple times to make it work. I'm looking at you, Kohler. No, I'm just kidding. But with regards to refill time, Toto uses a Corky quiet fill valve, and that is a pretty quick fill valve. I think the fill time is less than a minute. So if your fill valve is taking, I'm going to say, more than a minute or two tops to fill the tank, because remember, these are only 1.28 gallon tanks. It's a little over a gallon of water. It's not, shouldn't take that long to fill. Seconds, maybe a minute. If it's taking longer than that, then it sounds like you need to replace your fill valve. If you check out the episode, How to Pick the Best Toto Toilet in 2019, you'll see I definitely went into some different fill valves that you could use. The Fluidmaster 400 is a good one. The Corky Quiet Fill is a good one. They are pretty interchangeable on most toilets. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description below so you know what to look for. And Troy, thanks for the question. It's a great one. I love getting questions that I've never had before. It's awesome. So that brings me to my third viewer comment. Comes from a Remodelite by the name of Comanche Fighter. Comanche Fighter posted a comment on my How to Pick a Kitchen Sink. The comment is, my silgranit sink cracked from the outer corner to the sink drain in the center. It was properly installed and not abused. It just started cracking after a few years. The warranty is useless because the company won't pay for labor to replace the sink, which can be quite substantial for an undermount, especially with granite countertops. Save yourself the aggravation and invest in good quality stainless. This is a great question, or a great comment, and I totally get where you're coming from, Comanche Fighter. I understand. A lot of plumbing manufacturers do not cover labor. So what we're going to do here, here's what we're going to do, Comanche Fighter. First, I need you to reach out to me, whether it be social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not hard to find. Email info@remodelmedia.tv. Get me some pictures of that sink. That's number one. Number two, we need to verify the brand. Is it actually a Blanco? Is it a Franke? Is it an LK? Is it some kind of knockoff? I don't know. I'm not saying it is a knockoff, but I'm asking you to help me identify this brand of sink. If it is a Blanco, then it has a serial number. If you can get me a picture of that label underneath that sink, I want you to send it to me, tweet it to me, Facebook, however you want to do it, email. Get me that picture of that sink, and I will reach out to the manufacturer. And anybody listening to this video, please reach out to the manufacturer. Tag them on social media. But first we got to ID it, make sure it is a Blanco, Franke, whatever. Because I don't want to throw Blanco under the bus if it's not a Blanco sink. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to hound them on social media until they give us some sort of a response. Now, to whatever manufacturer this is, if it's Blanco or Franke or whoever, I'm addressing this comment to you. Please help me make this situation right for this viewer. This is your chance to be a hero and swoop in and save the day. Stand behind your product, because if it's any of the brands that I mentioned, I know that those brands are good quality products, and I do sell them with confidence and I recommend them to anybody. If it is a knockoff Comanche Fighter, I'm sorry. If I don't know. We'll have to have a further conversation about it. However, start by sending me the photos, as much information as you can give me. Every photo, every piece of information is one more weapon in the arsenal that we can use to get this situation solved for you. So, Comanche Fighter, send me that info, please. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click here for another episode. Make sure you click here to like, subscribe, share it with all your friends, and I'll see you in the next one.